We faced a lot of challenges with managing the breadth and scope of very wide dialogues. We did a campus strategic plan, over 10,000 people engaged in it, and had great dialogues, but we had a really difficult time trying to figure out how can we keep those dialogues going after we kind of sunset the planning process and started to have to look at all of the ideas that came in through that. How do we manage them? How do we then take them to make them become reality? What we really liked was they seemed they didn't care about us just licensing the product. They were really interested in us being successful in using it and actually seeing the impact of us having a program. So that really stood out to us, and that's why we thought we were partnering with somebody. You never know until you do it, but once we did sign up with Hype, they definitely exceeded all of our expectations on the partnering side of the relationship, as well as their overall ecosystem of people of their customer base. And we didn't know we were going to get that, and it was a great bonus to understand how well the customer ecosystem shares and learns from each other. We have campaigns that range everything from just reducing administrative burden to advancing our next generation of research. We've used it recently on how do we do better clinical trials in our Alzheimer's area. There's really no barrier to how we might use it, and that's one of the great things we saw with the product itself, is that it didn't hold us back from trying new things. We have a lot of benefits that we've seen working with Hype, both from what we've gotten out of our innovation program, but also with the way Hype looks at working with us. They bring ideas to us about what we might look at. They bring best practices from other partners and clients that they work with. And that's something that you may not ever come across that knowledge if you didn't have a company like Hype that was harvesting that information and then bringing it to all of its customers and saying, this might help you in this scenario. Have you thought about this type of thing? So those are things that, again, outside of a product, really kind of stand out. We won't launch a campaign unless we have a sponsor that's willing to take action. And because of that, we always have an outcome. It's not about the ideas, the number of ideas, and we've always felt that way. It's about getting the right ideas, the right number of them, to allow us to actually solve something. So we measure our success based upon the amount of dialogue and interaction in the platform. So we want people to add comments and build and make an idea better. When we see that, we know that we're getting the value out of the campaign that we're running. Everything they do really is being done to help their clients be more successful, and that's really something that always comes through.